Good morning. It is Thursday morning, and we're in Jasper, Alabama, and it is Live at 9 with James Phillips. My guest this morning is Kara Jones of RUFF. That's Rescuers
United for Fur Babies.
United for Fur Babies. There we go.
I couldn't get that out yesterday when I was trying to read it off either.
I thought I could remember it, but I didn't. United caught me.
Yeah, and I had a lower resolution logo there, so apologies yesterday. But we got Rough Rescue out there.
That's right. Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday, and we've got Kara in this morning for multiple reasons. The first thing is that there's going to be an event on Saturday at Tallulah Brewing Company, who's a great partner of ours, and WJLX is one of the hosts of it, and it's Canines for Karaoke. Is that right?
That's it. Canines for Karaoke, Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Tallulah Kitchen and Brewery. It's a event like we're going to get into for Rough Rescue. All proceeds, all donations, all funds raised will go straight to Rough Rescue. It's a $5 donation at the door, $5 per song, and $10 gets you 3 songs. And we're going to be singing "Who Let the Dogs Out" on repeat.
Yeah, just continually. "Who Let the Dogs Out" or "Hound Dog." We named a few others earlier, but
now we're going to have a lot of fun, and it's like I say, a great event. All their prizes, souvenir cups, and specialty cocktails.
Oh, there you go. Specialty cocktails.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that, because if you indulge in a few of those, I bet the karaoke is going to get really interesting by the end of the night.
It makes it easier.
Yeah.
For everybody.
That makes it for you too.
Oh, yeah.
And that voice is Jonathan Timmons. I didn't introduce him, but Jonathan Timmons is here. He'll be hosting for WJLX that night the karaoke Canines for Karaoke event. So, Kara, are you? And you've already told us before we came on the air that you are a karaoke person.
Yes, I love karaoke.
And you've got your song picked out, ready to go, right?
Yes, my go-to is "Fancy" by Reba, so I'm ready.
See, that's a perfect song,
Yeah.
because like you can just get into it and everybody knows it. So if you just put your heart and soul into it, everybody's gonna have fun.
Yeah.
And clap for you, no
Whether
matter if
it's-
you sound good or
yeah,
not.
whether it's
Right.
good or not. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. That's what karaoke is. Just getting up there and having fun. And like James was saying, getting up there and doing a song like that, it's going to encourage other folks to get up there and do.
And I really,
Do some more.
with karaoke, confidence goes a long way.
Yeah.
Like people, as long as you're confident with what you're putting out there, it doesn't matter if it sounds great or not. People are going to jump in and
Start
get
with something
involved.
you know.
Yeah.
Start with something you know.
And I mean, be sort of on pitch at least. But
You know,
It doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. I'm with you, Kara.
what's the Jonathan Timmons go-to karaoke song? If you were to,
Like top of the head, get right into it. Been singing a lot of Tears for Fears lately, so
yeah, I've noticed
everybody
that
wants to
just
roll
you
for the
wandering
world.
around the studio, you've been
Yeah,
singing a lot of
yeah.
Tears for Fears.
But I did some Fall Out Boy. You know, we just hosted it a couple weeks ago. Had a great night out there, so I did some Fall Out Boy that night. You know, maybe I get in my emo era sometimes, but then sometimes in my '80s era too. It just depends. It just depends on the vibe.
There you go. Well, I mean,
Feel it out.
we got to come up with some good ones for Saturday night.
Yeah, I'm already brainstorming the animals. You know, anything by the animals. You know, of course, House of the Rising Sun. That's a crowd pleaser for
Yeah.
karaoke, huh?
I was thinking like "Walk Like a Man." Wouldn't that be a good one, maybe? Or
Can you get in that register?
I can't. No.
Go for it.
No, not even going to attempt that.
You know what he's talking about, Kara?
No, I am a country girl through and through. I don't know any of the other stuff.
Hey, the professor of rock and roll would know "Walk Like a Man" immediately.
I think he could probably pull it off too.
Yeah, he could. He could do it.
Maybe we should get Woody out. You think Woody comes out on Saturdays?
Not very often.
No.
He's watching football.
Well, I've got other plans this fall.
Kara, tell everybody who doesn't know a little bit about RUFF, what you guys do, how many animals you impact, that sort of thing.
So we pull animals from both the City of Jasper Animal Shelter and Walker County Animal Services that are both ran by Greater Birmingham Humane Society. So we do pull animals from both of the shelters. We get them vetted, spayed, neutered. We do local adoptions. We partner with out-of-state rescues to find them homes. We also have just partnered with Dr. Sonny Springer to help open the RUFF Fix, which is located across from Parish Town Hall, to open a low-cost spay-neuter clinic. that is going to hopefully help with our stray overpopulation problem, and really get to the root of the problem here in Walker County. So we have so far in 2025 rescued over 1,200 animals in Walker County. So that's a pretty large number for a rural county.
Yeah,
So
just this year.
just this year.
Wow, that's a lot of animals.
Yeah, so we've really got to get to the root of the problem, and we really need the community's help in doing that. So we are really asking the community to take advantage of those services, and if you still can't afford the lower cost program, just get with us. And we're working with the community foundation with some donors, and we want to make this happen. And if you need the help, definitely reach out to us.
Well, and you said even like in your guys' program now with all your fosters that you have around the county, you guys have 200 and something
Yes.
animals?
Over 200 animals in foster care right now. Things are very slow right now, so we need adopters. We need adopters who want to take new family members in. We need more fosters, so anything helps. So definitely shoot us a message on Facebook. We need people to just jump in and help however they can.
Well, and one of the biggest issues is spay and neuter, and there are low-cost programs. I know the Walker County Humane Society, they provide low-cost programs like maybe $25 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And if people can't, like you said, if they can't afford that, if they'll just contact people.
Yeah.
There's people out there who want to help.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if they'll contact us, Susie Van on Facebook, somebody out there in the rescue community is willing to help you. Something that we run into quite often is, a lot of the people just don't really want to accept the help.
Right.
They think that it's not really a problem.
Right.
And I promise it is a problem. Both of the shelters are packed to the brim. And, a lot of people will, okay, why are we telling people that they need to take to the shelter? There's a process that has to be in place for stray animals. The animals have to go to the shelter for the stray hold, and there's a process that has to be followed, and we can talk more about that later. But there is a rhyme for,
Right.
rhyme and a reason. It has to happen that way. So.
Right. And you were saying that people, the deal is that because it could be somebody's pet. So
Yes.
there's a 7-day period. They need to take them to the shelters. And then after 7 days, that's when you guys would step in to keep the animals from being euthanized. Because we don't want any animal to lose their life. And sometimes it has to happen. But
I mean, the thing about it is, if that pet belongs to somebody, we don't want to take somebody's pet, number one, and it could be a liability on us if we have stolen somebody's pet.
right, yeah.
I mean, we don't want to take somebody's animal.
Yeah.
And also, it's going to help us know more about an animal's temperament. We cannot take in an animal that is aggressive. And you would be very shocked at how many people try to give us aggressive animals.
Right.
I am not trained to take in an aggressive animal. I can't take an animal in that's going to eat me up, that's going to eat up my dogs. I mean, we can't. It is a danger to me, to my fosters, and to the community. So, while I do understand that you have a love for that animal, it's just behavior euthanasia is something that people don't want to talk about, but it is necessary. I mean, it's a liability. So sometimes that does have to happen. So truly, I feel like the root of all of this goes back to what we talked about earlier. We have got to spay and neuter these animals, and then we wouldn't be in this situation.
Right. You're talking about the problem, and obviously what Rescue is trying to do is getting out in front of it, right? To prevent this situation that we're in right now, 10, 15 years down the road. It's one of those like you said it yourself. People don't see it as a problem that there's that their pets aren't spayed or neutered, but you're trying to prevent it being a problem 10 years from now when if you can spay 10 pets, or out of or what I'm trying to say, if you can spay and neuter 9 out of 10 pets, that's going to be a huge help 10 years from now or into the future.
Well, it's not a problem until their dog has puppies.
Right.
And then they're like, oh, I need you to take these puppies. Well,
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right.
It is always reactionary
Right.
for them. It's never, let's take a precaution,
Yeah, let's be proactive. in
Exactly.
that situation.
let's not be
Yeah.
proactive. Let's
Right.
be reactive, and we can't act that way. We've done that too much. We are always reactionary. We are never proactive, and a lot of people think that And I always say this: an emergency on your it's not my problem.
Right, yeah.
And I hate to say that, but
But you're saying that as RUFF Rescue, because back to RUFF, you're trying to get out in front of it. You're trying to stop that problem from being a problem, and it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of work to change the mindset, like you were saying, from being reactive to proactive.
Yeah, and we do this because we truly care. We love the animals. We love the community, but it's so hard when the community doesn't necessarily see that we have the best interest at heart, and some of the people, not all, we have a great group of people, don't get me wrong, and the majority of the people are super supportive, they're great, but then you've got a few people who are just like, well, you just never help anything that we send you. It's not that we don't want to help you, it's because you're just not wanting to follow the process.
Right. And you have a process in place to make it easier for everybody.
You have to follow the process.
Well, and I just don't understand the thought process of not spaying and neutering. I mean, did these people not grow up sitting at their grandma's house watching The Price is Right? Because Bob Barker told me every day he told me to spay and neuter my animals. And I mean, honestly, I think of that all the time.
Do it for Bob.
Do it for Bob. Yes. And I think Drew Carey does it. It's still in the air, right? He says it now.
Yep.
But it is a problem, and it's just something that could easily be handled.
And I think that's why I get so frustrated, because it's like, even sometimes it's friends that message me. I'm like, hey, could you help me with this litter of puppies? My dog got pregnant. And I'm like, you see that I share free spay neuter, and you're seriously asking me this right now? And it's like, no, I can't help you.
That's a warning for anybody out there that may have been sending a message today. Don't do it today.
Don't do it. Don't do it. That's not a good day.
No, but really, it's just really frustrating that there are these programs out there and people are not taking advantage of them. Please take advantage of them. And sometimes what we have been finding before Dr. Springer decided to kind of roll with this new clinic, and one of the catalysts for this was couldn't get appointments.
Right.
Couldn't get appointments, and that was a huge issue. Was the animals were getting pregnant before we could get an appointment.
Yeah.
So for example, we helped a lady. She was trying her best. She was trying her absolute best. Placed some puppies for her. Was going to get Mama spayed. Puppies went to new homes. Mama had an appointment. Finally got her up there. Dog was pregnant again.
Oh my goodness. That mama got around.
Yeah. So it was like we couldn't get them in fast enough.
Yeah.
And we were trying to get them in around here. We were driving them to Birmingham. I mean, we couldn't get them in fast enough. So there was just not enough appointments, and we were running into that often. So the clinic is much needed.
Well, and talk a little bit about, I'll remind everybody, we're talking to Kara Jones with RUFF Rescue, and you guys have been doing this for 15, 16 years now. What got it started? Like, why, what was it with you that said, hey, we got to do something?
I've always been a crazy dog lady. I remember when
I've only met you for a few minutes, and crazy dog lady.
I know.
It's going through my mind.
I know. So I'm actually allergic to cats, but when I was a kid, I remember this so vividly. So I'm like 9, 10 years old, and we would do chores, and our parents would pay us for doing the chores, and we would always get to stop at like the Dollar General, and our mom would let us go in and like buy stuff.
Yeah.
So I was buying cat food secretly, and we had like a litter of feral cats in
Yeah.
our basement, and my parents probably still don't know this story.
Wow. Well, they're learning it today.
And I am feeding a feral mom and babies in our basement, and I'm like, it's like, what is wrong with you? So as a 10-year-old, I'm buying cat food for feral mom and babies in our basement. But also,
I need to go home and check my basement because I've got a 13-year-old that is definitely just like that.
It's nice. It's nice to hear this story where we're worried about the youth doing drugs and and their parents not knowing about it, but we've got Kara who is just actually
Right.
helping poor
Taking
harmless
care of
cats.
of kitties who are hungry. You know?
but no, like, it all started with some dogs at the Bank of Walker County and dogs at Sons and Parish. I got so sick and tired of seeing them out there just laying and hungry and mangy, and I was like, I can't look at this anymore.
Right.
I was like, I knew from a very young age that just wasn't right.
Right.
I was like, this isn't right. I knew it wasn't right. And I'm not that much of a religious person, but I believe in a higher power, and I truly believe that God put me here for his animals.
Right. Well, he wouldn't have created them if he didn't want us to
take care of them.
you know?
Yeah. So that's why I do what I do.
Yeah.
So I was like, this isn't right. I've got to do something. And so from that point forward, I started researching online, and Facebook showed me the community of rescue. So I kind of started learning like how everything worked. And that's how I started finding out about rescues all over the United States. It's how I met Marcia. And we met one day in the Bank of Walker County parking lot.
Grabbed a dog and
Oh, it was not that easy. It was not that easy. It is the middle of August. I swear it's the hottest day imaginable.
yeah.
And we are in the bushes in the drive-thru at the Bank of Walker County, and everybody is just sitting there like, what are these two idiots doing? And this dog is mangy, and his leg is messed up, and his jaw is like hanging down and it's broken. Like, we have come so far. Like, I don't even know if y'all remember these times, but like, there were dogs everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I do.
So we're like, we've got to get him. Like, we've got to. His name was Lucky. We named him Lucky. We got him, and we loaded him up, finally, after, like, we are literally in the bushes trying to get him. And we took him to Animal Hospital, to Dr. Springer, and he said, girls, he said, he's old, and we probably just need to put him to sleep. And I was very young then, and I was like, we just can't do it. We just can't do it. I mean, in hindsight, it probably would have been the better
Right.
choice for him.
Right.
Right.
I wasn't having it.
Right.
I wasn't having it. So we nursed him back to health, and he went to live with a lady in Meridian, Mississippi. He lived the best life you could ever imagine.
That's awesome.
So he's the dog on our logo.
Okay.
But so that's where RUFF started.
Yeah.
And
Well, what I like is that you saw a problem, you knew it was a problem, and you took steps to take care of that problem. And you're still working on it, but I mean, that's what more people need to do in our community to solve things. Like,
Taking the initiative.
yeah, just step up and do it. Don't sit back and complain. Don't get on Facebook and complain. Get out there and actually do something, and that's what you're doing.
16 years later, here we are.
it's been a long 15 years.
And imagine what the problem would be like if you hadn't have started doing it 15 years ago.
Right.
I don't want to.
Right. Well, guys, I just want to remind everybody we're talking to Kara Jones, and she's with RUFF, and I want to take a quick break. And when we come back, I want to talk about some of the kind of issues that cause the problem, what maybe we can do locally, and if you can talk about some of your plans for the future with like the projects that are coming forward, that would be good too.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening to WJLX here, live at 9. We'll be right back after this quick break. And we are back here on Live at 9 with James Phillips on WJLX. I've got Kara Jones with me today of RUFF Rescue. And before we went to break, we talked about some of the things that RUFF does. And they've got a big event coming up on Saturday that the radio station is helping to host. Let me take my glasses. I'm getting old, so I have to take the glasses off to see. It's going to be Canines for Karaoke on Saturday, September 6th at 6:30 at Tallulah Kitchen Brewery. $5 per song, $10 for 3 songs. All kind of specialty drinks going to be available, and every dollar that's taken in will go straight to RUFF. There is going to be a $5 suggested donation at the door, and then people can also bring more than what we're asking, but also if you want to bring dog food, any kind of items that would be needed for RUFF, you can do that as well. And also you can go to, their account is at Bank of Walker County. You can donate at Bank of Walker County, or you can go, what's RUFF's website?
It is, we've had to change it because we got hacked.
Oh, no.
So let me pull it up. So you could also go directly and pay on our vet bill at Jasper Vet Clinic.
Okay.
But it is ruffrescuewalkercountyal.org. Let me make sure. Yeah, that's right. It's ruffrescuewalkercountyal.org. But you can definitely go pay directly on our vet bill at Jasper Vet Clinic.
And that's one of their biggest cost is the vet bill. And the vets do it, at a discount rate too, but they've got to have some sort of payment, I'm sure.
Yeah, Dr. Roberts does it at a very discounted rate, but when you've got 1,200 animals going through there so far this year, it's pretty costly. We've had a lot of heartworm positive dogs, leg amputations, eye nucleations.
If anybody knows about the cost of a leg amputation, I can attest to it.
Stuff gets a little bit pricey, so we've also had several parvo cases and just a lot of medical cases this year. So it's we actually just had a dog test positive for hepatozoanosis, which is a tick-borne illness that's pretty serious. So that medication's very pricey. So
Wow.
just a lot of crazy stuff. We say if a dog's going to have it, a RUFF dog's going to get it. So
Right. Well, and we were talking before we went to the break about spay and neuter, and that's one of the main issues. But there's so many things that could be done, and I'm sure that the county commission and the different towns in Walker County just love to see you walk into their meetings, don't they?
yes, they love me. Yeah, there's several things that I think we could all work together to come up with a plan to make things better, to alleviate some of this stuff. And one thing that I really just wish is that we could all sit down in one room, all of the animal groups, all of the municipalities and the county commission, and let's just sit down and let's throw out ideas and come together and figure out one solution that we think that we could implement that would make things a little bit better.
Yeah.
That's all I want. So
I would think that should be a relatively easy request to make happen.
yeah, I don't think it's that big of an ask.
To just get everybody in a room to talk.
But I don't. I feel like it needs to be City of Jasper, Animal Shelter, Walker County, the County Commission, Greater Birmingham, Walker County Humane Society, RUFF. All of the groups need to be in one room, plus
Right.
all of the municipalities,
Right.
every single one of
Because it
them.
affects everybody.
And we need to sit down and hash it out
Yeah.
because it's affecting all of us. We've got to figure it out, and I don't know that the vets don't need to be involved.
Oh yeah, I would think so too, because they see this every day.
Yeah.
And we before we got on the air, we were talking about this and how it's an issue all over. And but you guys send dogs to other states, and what I found interesting is if other states are accepting dogs from our area, then obviously they don't have the problem that we have, and they're looking for animals. So why? And you said they just have a lot more stringent laws in those states.
Right. So, for example, we have a partner in Vermont. That's a long way, of course.
Yeah.
So, they have licensing laws. So, in order to have your pet in this county in Vermont, they have to have their rabies up to date, which, of course, we have that law in the state of Alabama, too, but nobody checks it.
Right.
So, They have to be up to date on their rabies. They have to have a licensing or license for that said county. And so, for example, if you have your license for that county, if your dog is spayed or neutered, you don't necessarily have to pay the licensing fee. They'll give you the license for free. So
Right.
that's a perk of, hey, I'm going to have my pet fixed because I get the license for free. So there's just so many different things that we could be doing here. I'm not saying that that's the number one thing that we need to do. I mean, animal control would be lovely.
Right, right.
I mean, that could be the first thing that needs to be done, but then that opens up a whole other can of worms, because if we implement animal control in the county, our shelter is not set up for implementing animal control for the entire county.
Right.
It's not. It's
No,
not.
we couldn't handle it.
It's not big enough. I mean, and we have an animal cruelty officer, and there's no way he could cover this entire county.
Right.
There's no way.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that would have to happen in order to, implement that. So,
Well, I'll tell you somebody else that needs to be in the meeting is Senator Matt Woods and Representative Tim Wadsworth and whoever the next representative might be for the area that's going on right now. Those people need to be in the meeting because they need to see what they can do in Montgomery to help this problem across the state.
oh, there's no doubt. And, we need to be figuring out, our next governor needs to be pushing for stronger laws at the state level as well.
Yeah, I'm really concerned about that situation.
Yeah, me too.
We won't get into politics today.
No, please don't. But, it's, again, we talked about this earlier. People don't think that it's a problem right now, but again, we are reactionary.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
People don't realize it's a problem until they have 10 puppies at their house, and then they're like, what am I going to do with these things? I didn't want 10 puppies,
Yeah, and it's not a problem until somebody is extremely hurt, or until it's somebody, I mean, let's just call a spade, until somebody in Heritage Hills is hurt.
Right, yeah, because, we read about, in the paper, I know during my years at the paper, we always had people who were attacked by stray dogs, like packs of dogs even, and it always happened out in the county, like where I grew up in Empire or at Nauvoo, places like that. But until it happens in a like,
Prominent neighborhood.
yeah, a large neighborhood where it's not just in a trailer park or something like that, it may not be seen as such a big problem.
Absolutely. And, I feel like if we get ahead of that problem, we don't want anybody hurt.
Right.
But so if we kind of get ahead of that, I mean, we are pushing to let's not let that happen.
Right. Well, and it goes to show that, people, no matter where you live, you need to know what your neighbors are facing. And our neighbors aren't just who's in our neighborhood. It's our entire county and our entire state. Like, we need to know what our neighbors are dealing with, whether it's a dog issue or other issues. And this is one way we could all work together to make Walker County a better place. And maybe we could be an example for the rest of the state.
Absolutely. So there's many different things that could happen. So I think that just having that meeting would be a huge step in the right direction. So I'm hoping that in the future we can kind of, once we kind of get the clinic up and going, maybe reach out to them and kind of set something up, and maybe they'll kind of agree to that. So we'll see.
Now, you do have some plans for the future coming up, and I don't know how much you can talk about it, but I know that you've got some grants that you've worked on and are looking to partner with a municipality already to kind of show what can be done. And can you speak to some of that?
Yep. So we have actually we have applied for a grant. I don't know when we'll hear back from that. So fingers crossed. But we have applied for a grant for the town of Parrish to hopefully offer their citizens with a parish address free spay and neuter for their citizens. We've already spoken with Bubba Cagle about partnering with us. I don't know exactly what it'll look like, but it's pretty much going to be, we're going to be boots on the ground, going around talking to their citizens, seeing what it is that they may need to help their animals have a better life. What do they need as a citizen? We're doing more than just, pet care. What is
Right.
it? What is it that you need?
Right.
We do a lot more than just helping animals.
Right.
We have fixed people's cars. We have provided people with groceries. My people love people too.
Right. Well, I was going to say, are you one of those people that really love some animals, but People might be further down on the list.
I mean, people are really further down on the list most of the time, but
People are harder to deal with. An animal loves you no matter what.
yeah, people are hard to deal with too. But I mean, honestly, our people are just good people.
Oh, they are. Yeah, everybody in Walker County.
So, I mean, like I said, we fix people's cars. When you're our people, you're our people.
Right. Yeah.
So there's many different things that we've done, and you know, a lot of the people that we come in contact with, honestly, have just fallen on hard times and just need help. So we give it to them.
Right. Right.
So, like a lot of the people that we do run into, they just don't have the means to take care of the animals. So, you know, we'll get them fixed, give them back to them. You know, if they need help with pet food, whatever.
Yeah.
So we try to do the best we can with that within reason. Now, if we go somewhere and they've got 50 pets, there's
Right.
no way that you can keep 50. You may can keep one
Right.
or two.
Right.
So, you know, there's those kinds of situations, but you know, we try to meet them halfway.
Right. Yeah.
So, kind of go around parish and just kind of talk with the people and see what it is that we can do. We have taken several within the past month, I would say, that have been injured in downtown Parish. So we've got an area that we know that we need to focus on. So we're
Right, and that was one thing too that you mentioned earlier is that you're kind of tracking where a lot of the animals are coming from, like the different hot spots and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a good way for you guys to know where to kind of focus your efforts too.
right, and that's what I told the people at the Parish Town Hall meeting. We're not picking on Parish. We just kind of chose them as our first target area just because we're right across from them
Yeah.
with the RUFF fix. But yep, so we work closely with both the Walker County Animal Services and City of Jasper. So they're working with us on where their dogs are being brought in from. So they help us with the addresses where the dogs are being brought in from. I have a heat map and I plot. So let's say that you bring in a dog from Hay Valley Road Parish. I plot it on a map. So if the
Right.
dog's name's Rocky came from wherever. And then I can look at this on the map and I see all the dots from Nauvoo.
Right.
And I'm like, hey, Nauvoo's a hot spot. They may be the next municipality that I want to go and speak with the
Right.
mayor.
Yeah.
So at that point, then the next grant cycle, I may submit a grant through the community foundation, say, hey, you know, I really would like to apply for the town of Nauvoo, and then that be the next municipality that we target until we've targeted all the municipalities. And then once we've done all the municipalities, then we approach the community or the commission with all the municipalities on board,
Right.
saying, hey, we've seen this in action. Let's
get into these other areas.
do this.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the thought process behind it. And at that point, we've got data.
Yeah.
We've got the
that-
data
yeah.
to back it up. There's no.
Well,
there's no
I definitely
argument.
like the proactive approach. I think that's the way to go. You know, is that there's a problem here. Let's be proactive about it and let's see how we can fix it. And then you show people here's how we've done it. You know.
Yeah, and something else that's going to be huge with this. So, you know, Dr. Springer's actually the county rabies officer.
Right.
So he is going to be able to kind of go out there with us too.
Yeah.
So he's going to be able to administer the rabies. I mean, he's going to do it as well when they get their spay-neuter surgeries. If they come to get spay-neuters, they have
They're
to
automatically get the rabies.
They have to have the rabies. It's
Right.
state law.
Yeah.
So that's going to help too. So there's so many different pros about this, and I think we can get with him too. I don't want to speak for him, but I think that we can kind of get him on board too to kind of do a wellness clinic or so to
Right.
just for like the regular shots and things like that. And our hopes are to open like a pet pantry within the RUFF clinic or the RUFF Fix clinic. Once we kind of get up and running and get our feet under us, because this has been a very huge undertaking.
Right.
So once there's a flow going and not so much new stuff going on.
Well, you guys could do like the dentist office does when you go to the dentist and they send you home with a toothbrush and
Yeah.
toothpaste. You can send the dogs home with
Here's a
some-
care package.
Yeah, with a care package and let them have a few things. You know,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome to be able to do. Well,
Yeah.
I do want to remind everybody This weekend, WJLX is helping with Tallulah Kitchen and Brewery and Rough Rescue for Canines for karaoke. It's going to be Saturday, 6:30 p.m. We go 3 hours, I think is what
I
Timmons
think so.
said. Jonathan Timmons from right here will be the host, and it's $5 per song or $10 for 3 songs, and it's going to be a $5 suggested donation at the door. And if you come, we already know that Kara's going to be singing Fancy, so you got to come and listen to Kara sing Fancy for sure.
Yep.
And I'm not going to sing, but I'll probably show up.
Okay. You sure you don't want to sing?
I mean, maybe if I get a few of those specialty drinks in me, I might get up and sing. Anything else you want people to know before we go?
No, just if you're interested in adding a pet to your family, definitely send us a message. We will actually have some pets available for adoption also at
Tallulah that night?
at the event
Okay,
on
cool.
Saturday. And we will also be set up at Foothills, so definitely come by our booth. We'll have some T-shirts and merch for sale. And then if you are interested in information about fixing your pet, come talk to us.
Or I'm sure if people are interested in being foster,
Yes.
that you'd love to be talking to them too.
Yep, absolutely.
So go to their Facebook page, check out everything they've got going on, and send them a message if you want to help in any way. If you want to foster, adopt, or just donate, be sure to send them a message and get in touch with Kara and Rough Rescue. But guys, thanks for listening to Live at 9 this morning. Tomorrow morning we'll be back. I've got a special guest, Carol Ann, and I'm going to butcher her name. I'm not even going to say the last name. Carol Ann, she's an amazing comedian that's going to be at the Stardome Comedy Club this weekend on Sunday, and she'll be the guest in the morning. And she's a Jasper native. She graduated from she went to Walker High School. And then we've got tonight at Crawfish Warehouse, it's the Walker County Coaches Show and the Coach David Reeves Show. Come out to Crawfish Warehouse and have fun with us. It's a party atmosphere there. We'll have Coach David Reeves from Jasper, as well as we're going to have Coach DJ Emerson from Carbon Hill tonight. And we will have Comedy Club Stardome tickets to give away for people who come. We'll have some trivia questions and some things like that to give away some Stardome Comedy Club tickets tonight at Crawfish Warehouse. So until in the morning, I'm James Phillips. I want to thank you guys for listening again to Live at 9 on WJLX.